The first question we have is in the form of fill in the blanks. So first A is asking that humans reproduce asexually or sexually. Of course, humans reproduce sexually. Humans reproduce through sexual means of reproduction. The next we have is humans are dash, oviparous, viviparous or ovoviviparous. Of course, humans are viviparous, we are mammals and we are viviparous. We give birth to young ones, thus we are known as viviparous animals. Third we have is fertilization is dash in humans. As we know that in the case of humans, fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube of the female body. Hence, the fertilization is internal in case of humans. So, it is internal. Fertilization is internal in humans. Next we have is male and female gametes are haploid or diploid. As we know that gametes are always haploid. They contain a half set of chromosomes, that is 23 number of chromosomes in the case of humans. Thus, either the gametes from male or female, the gametes are always haploid in nature, containing only 23 number of chromosomes. Next we have is zygote is diploid or haploid. We know that the gametes, male gamete and female gamete, when fused together and forms a unicellular structure, that unicellular structure is known as zygote, and zygote is diploid in nature because it is formed of fusion of two cells, formed of a fusion of two gametes, that is male gamete and female gamete. The gametes are haploid. Both the haploid gametes, when fused together, they form a diploid zygote. So the zygote is actually diploid. Then next we have is the process of release of ovum from a mature follicle is called. We know that the process of release of ovum from ovary into the fallopian tube, there is a process known as ovulation. So this is ovulation. The process of release of ovum from a mature Graafian follicle is known as ovulation. Next we have is ovulation is induced by a hormone called ovulation is induced. Ovulation is the process of releasing of ovum from a mature Graafian follicle. That process of ovulation is actually induced by a hormone known as luteinizing hormone. LH, luteinizing hormone, is responsible for the process of ovulation. Next we have is the fusion of male and female gamete is called. The fusion of male and female gamete is known as fertilization. The fertilization is a process in which there is a fusion of male and female gamete takes place. Next we have is fertilization takes place in. As we know that fertilization is actually internal in case of humans. But where does actually the fertilization takes place? First of all, fertilization takes place in the female human body, but which organ is actually associated with the fertilization? Fallopian tube is the answer. In fallopian tube, the fertilization takes place. So the answer of this will be fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. Fertilization takes place in fallopian tube. Next we have is zygote divides to form dash, which is implanted in uterus. After the formation of zygote, zygote is a diploid structure which is formed with the fusion of female and male gamete. Then this zygote actually divides mitotically and undergoes to form a new structure which is known as embryo. But zygote, when transformed into a new structure which is going to implanted in the uterine wall of a female, that structure is known as actually blastocyst. Blastocyst. Then we have the structure which provides vascular connection between fetus and uterus is called. The structure which provides connection between fetus and uterus is actually placenta, and placenta is vascular in nature. It is containing numerous blood vessels, hence it is vascular in nature, and placenta is the only organ or structure which connects the fetus and uterus of the female.